Lewis Hamilton secured a podium finish in front of a raucous Silverstone crowd during a dramatic British Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton has risked frustrating Formula One officials after he defended and even pledged his support behind the protesters who took to the track at the British Grand Prix on Sunday. A number of drivers have declared they back the environmental protesters' message, even though they stormed the track at Silverstone, placing lives in danger. While plenty of drivers support the message and stance of the anti-oil environmental group, many were frustrated with the methods chosen. The group opposing oil usage sat down on Silverstone's Wellington straight after the race began. Upon hearing of the protest, Hamilton said, "Big up the protesters. I love that people are fighting for the planet and we need more people like them." Later, Hamilton took to Instagram to add, "Please don't jump onto our race circuits to protest, we don't want to put you in harm's way." Hamilton's Mercedes team were more measured in their response. In a statement, they clarified the seven-time world champion's thoughts. Lewis was endorsing their right to protest, but not the method that they chose, which compromised their safety and that of others. After the race began, a group of people wearing T-shirts in protest against global oil usage walked onto the straight as cars passed at low speeds following the Zhou Guanyu crash amid a dramatic start. They were removed by police shortly after. Racing, which had started at 3 p.m. BST, resumed under an hour later with Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz taking his maiden F1 victory in the race. The Spaniard admitted he agreed with the cause, but not with the methods chosen to get the point across. People have the opportunity to speak out and do manifestations wherever they want, because it's a right, the Spaniard said. "I just don't believe jumping into an F1 track is the best way to do it, and putting yourself and all the drivers at risk. Yes, I support the cause and F1 is doing a great job already to try and go carbon zero by 2030, and we are pushing on this area and we are pushing F1 and the FIA to find ways to go in this direction. I just don't believe jumping into an F1 track is the right way to manifest yourself and protest. Be a bit more careful, because you could get killed and generate an accident." Red Bull's Sergio Perez, who secured P2, agreed with Sainz. He said, "It's great to see people fight for the cause, but obviously it's good if they don't put themselves or other people at risk. I'm sure F1 can still do more, and we have to keep pushing all together to show a good example." F1 has pledged to go net zero carbon by 2030 and is introducing sustainable synthetic fuels with a new engine formula in 2026. Northamptonshire police later said 7 people had been arrested, with the news coming after the police said they received credible intelligence on Friday that a group of protesters were planning to disrupt the race. On Sunday, Chief Inspector Tom Thompson said, "I'm really disappointed that this group of people ignored our warnings prior to race day and made the incredibly dangerous decision to enter the track. We offered to facilitate a peaceful event at the circuit, but they instead chose to put the lives of the drivers, marshals and volunteers at risk. It is incredibly disappointing that anyone would make the decision to do this. Thankfully, we had plans in place for an eventuality such as this, and the group was swiftly removed and arrested by our officers." All 7 are currently in custody, where their details are being ascertained.